Oh, hello. It's been a damn time since we've been here in Mega Man Town. Like a good long while. Now that I think about it. Anyway, the next one up on the chopping block was Mega Man 6, if I remember correctly. And I do, because I checked my YouTube channel earlier today. So 6. Opinions about 6. Well, aside from maybe having the best setup in the entire series we're having a robot tournament. The best initial setup, and then also the flimsiest everything else. Anyway, Mega Man doesn't need plot. So my whole overarching opinion of 6 is that it's a good game. I actually really like it. Here's the main problem with 6. Yo, it's just Mega Man again. Which, like, isn't inherently bad, but, like, y'all been doing the same formula for 6 games. Like, literally copy and pasted. Which is, leads me to the title, the Overstayed Welcome, of just been around too long. Haven't been trying anything different. I love that these games. Okay, gotta remember this ain't an X. I don't got slide jumps or anything like that. Which I like that in the course of me going, I'm gonna play through all the games in the Mega Man Legacy Collection, which started not a year ago. It started not that long ago. They released another Legacy Collection with the other games, so it's like, well, I'm not done yet. Except that Legacy Collection doesn't have the best Mega Man. That's right, baby. Mega Man vs. Bass. Or Mega Man and Bass? Mega Man Bass. Bass. Balug. Mega Man vs. Fish. Also, 6 may actually be one of the easiest Mega Mans. Maybe not in level design and that kind of stuff, but we'll see if it happens. But 6 just kind of throws power-ups at you constantly. By the way, I haven't hit it yet, but that fire will kill you instantly. Maybe the rudest thing on this level. If I had to rank anything as being rude. Also that. It's a bit of a rude trap. I forgot that you didn't start with a rush in this one. A rush jump. A rush go high. Nice! Well, I mean, the weirdest thing about 8 and 9 is, like, yeah, they're entirely different engines with super updated graphics, but here's the thing. And by the way, that's what I'm talking about, power-ups. That's not luck, that's par for course in Mega Man, this one. Oh, that's death. Piss, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, because 8 and 9 are completely different engines, they can't really do the same stuff that they did. 8 and 9? 7 and 8. There we go. They couldn't do the same things that they did with the other Legacy Collection games. But like the other weird thing about 7 and 8, and we'll see that when we get to them, is that, by the way, Mega Man 6. Those games always looked odd, and the reason for that is they completely redrew everything. They made everything look way better, way higher res, all that kind of stuff, but they kept this movement from Mega Man, and he just looks slow in those games. But again, we'll see that when we get to those. Boy Man has a pretty simple pattern. Does that a couple times. Jumps. Shoots very non-threatening blasts. You don't even have to be perfect at this boy. I say as I am getting destroyed. Well, that's what bonus lives are for. Whoop! Yeah, alright, so that's the thing. You don't want to try and get him right before he jumps. You want to get him right after he lands. Not enough of a frame window opening. Phrasing. Words. I'll get him eventually. Right, power adapter, the gimmick of the game. Because without some gimmick, it's just another Mega Man. Which isn't wrong. Again, like I gotta preface that these games need gimmicks at this point. They need something to separate them from the other 20 of their type. So power armor. Is punch mode. Very short range, but deals a lot more damage than other things and can punch through perfect defenses. So like, normally that, you can't break that, but powered up punch can. God. There we go. Now, in all fairness, that is sort of a death trap anyway. The other, one of my glaring complaints with, 6, and it kind of carries true to, 4, 5, 3 to an extent as well. That was a secret up there. The other thing that punch armor does is it lets you break cracked walls and you can get items. But anyway, glaring complaint with those games, and it started in 3, believe it or not, is that they're too long. They're too goddamn long. They kept adding more and more bonus extra, not bonus, like your Doc Robot stages, your Cossack stages, your fake Wily stages, your actual Wily stages. You're just eating every attack. Newbie, what are you doing? I should also mention that, like, yeah, as with the stream announcement, this is the G Gundam of Mega Man's. The whole thing is, you know, it's a world tournament, and how that actually plays into characters and everything like that is that each character is supposed to be from a place in the world. Our previous Flame Man was supposed to be Middle East. Blizzard Man here, I believe, is actually Canada. They were also designed from across the world. Or no, 6 of them were Japanese created, and 2 were American, or 1 was American, 1 was Canada. I don't know, it's something along those lines. I can never keep that detail clear. But the long and short of it is, it was the first time that boss submissions were taken from outside Japan. Which I think is a tradition that they kept true for the rest of the series. They did global submissions for the rest of the series. Which is good. Let everybody in on that, Capcom. Wait, who did design Crystal Man? Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. It's another game that I play full screen, so I can't have the chat at the ready. Wait, I think I remember this whole thing. Like, it's some game developer. Some game developer did Crystal Man. I always have a bit of trouble with Blizzard here, even though his pattern is a little predictable. Blarg. Oh, the One Punch Man guy. Right. I knew it was something like that. Also, I have 3 E-Tanks at this point. I should really be using them. 9 times out of 10, I end this game with 9 E-Tanks. Man, now I'm just thinking about Mob Psycho Season 2. When that's happening? When's that happening? There we go. When that happen? Yeah. 6 has, the later Mega Man's have the same problem that like Mega Man X3 has, in that it's just bloated all out to hell. Whoops. Got to get that right ahead of time. Plant Man, I believe it's supposed to be Brazil. Actually, they give you the nationality at the start. Hold up. No, they don't. But no, I believe Plant Man is supposed to be Brazil. For as fun as the punch and other armor is, I try not to stay in them too much because I like my range. And also my slide. You can't slide in punch armor. But damn is it strong. Just give 0 fucks. Thanks, Eddie. Helpful as always. Whatever. Like other things that I complain about in this, like I like the armors, they're a cute gimmick. Really did not need that animation to play every time I switched into an armor. Piss. I think that beetle thing is making a sound effect as it moves. Alright, so what I've been doing wrong here, and I just remembered on that death, is this thing is very weak to Fire Blast. Like most things in this game are, actually. Fire Blast is one of the hardest hitting things in this game. See? It deals about as much damage as a charge shot. Like, here we go, for reference. See? These springs mess up a lot of people. The trick is you gotta hold down jump. I really like this cute little thing of these flowers with power pellets in them. And if you know what you're doing, it's pretty much a full heal right before the boss. So this may be that. Yep. Well, I was gonna say that's probably the rudest thing in the level, but I forgot. I'm good at video games. Maybe you too have forgotten. Okay. Now, Plant Man is your stereotypical shield boss. Also, watch what happens when they open their mouth. It's real gross. A pretty, like, easy pattern. Just always does the same thing, no randomness to it. Apparently you can knock back Plant Man if you use the punch. See, I don't know that shit because I just always use the, I use the weaknesses. Tomahawk Man. Tomahawk Man is your American combatant. Also, maybe the best music in the game. Hell yeah. There was a, we'll see, the jet adapter in a little bit. Jet adapter is actually the thing I have the most fun with in this game. I want to say it was official Capcom. Put out 2 remix CDs. A while, like, really long time ago. I was in college at the time. One was techno-based, one was rock and roll based. The rock and roll one has an amazing remix of this song. This is a really good animation, by the way. Oh. No. Be gone. I think not. Oh, they got me. Punch Adapter has its moments. Eddie, why you do this to me? I'm not even gonna respect it. Ah! Time for Jet Adapter. Split paths. Goodbye. A much harder path, but what kind of gamer would I be if I didn't take the harder path? Now, Jet Adapter is a little goofy. There is a bit of a momentum to it. You have to cancel out your downward momentum to start going up at all. It's hard to be, like, really good at Jet Adapter. Generally, it's just a jump extender, but you can do some goofy stuff if you, like, super learn how to use Jet Adapter. Gimmick of Jet Adapter is you can't charge. You can only shoot normal shots. But yeah, see, that's what I meant. Like, if I go down here, if I jump down here, and then hit it here, yeah, I will not start flying before I hit the ground. Because momentum. Momentum does exist in Mega Man. Another split path. We will be going down shortly. We do want that path, but there is a secret right here. Inch. God, I hate that so much. Okay. I think this is the first appearance in the series. That is the energy balancer. Very useful thing. Will add weapon energy to anything that is missing it, even if you don't have the weapon equipped. Just does the deed for you. Oh. Yeah, but that right there, that was what I was talking about. Sometimes jet adapter is a little tricky. So, going on alternate paths doesn't get you really a different boss. It gets you a secret item if you beat that instance of the boss. That's about it. Trick of Tomahawk Man, and I'm kind of messing it up a little bit here, is it's very easy to jump all of his attacks. He has two things, which is the Silver Tomahawk and his little Feather Attack. Feather Attack just goes like pretty much jump height forward. Tomahawk will curve upwards, but it takes a little bit to curve. We'll be seeing that in the weapon demonstration. But yeah, not really a hard one.
You beat Tomahawk Man, I
Oh,
see.
you scared the crap out of me.
Am I too loud? I apologize.
No, it was just like out of nowhere. Hold up, you're actually a little quiet.
My apologies.
Oh. I was just like mid-thought and just bam, crumb out of nowhere.
I was trying to find the perfect time to jump in. I succeeded.
Boo.
Ah!
Oh.
I'm actually gonna duck out again, but hello.
Hey.
That was a good decision by Rob. Yeah, you got a B. It's because you beat the right boss.
Yeah. That's the real reason that I go and I start with Flame Man, is to get both the adapters first, so that I can do the alternate
same
bosses.
thing.
Really, starting with Flame Man is the best route to take because it requires zero backtracking. Okay, hold up, I'm getting lost and confused. I just beat Tomahawk Man. Okay, Yamato. Yamato being the Japanese representative.
Also known as Japan Man.
Also known as Japan Man, correct. Because Yamato is just Japanese for Japan. It's one of those. It's like katakana for Japan or something like that. Because Nippon is Japan as well.
Well, Nippon is what it should be, right?
I don't know, man.
Like, okay, I'm gonna show a lack of knowledge in this thing, but I don't think the Japanese actually call themselves the Japanese.
No. They absolutely do not. In fact, gaming company Nippon Ichi is named that because it's Japanese #1.
Okay. Also, yeah, this game's great.
This game's pretty good.
It's not the best Mega Man, but it's just fun.
Like, it's easily, of the later ones, I think it's the best one.
Yeah. Well, what's your definition of later ones?
Like, after 3.
So, Mega Buster versions?
Mega Buster games. Yeah, let's go with that. I do stand by my thing, my title and everything. It is Mega Man overstaying his welcome now. Like, they needed to shake up the series in one way or another.
There's nothing different about this. Well, let me rephrase that. There's very little different about this game compared to the other ones. I like the adapter ideas, but it was just a little clunky.
They're extra weapons, that's all they are. They're extra weapons with infinite usage.
And, you know, the flight capabilities of the jetpack. I really like the jetpack.
The jetpack is really fun. The punch is also really fun. Like, you sacrifice range, but you can go through invincible enemies. Also, Yamato Man stage here is second. It's a close second for my favorite music in the game.
This stage is quick.
Stage is really, really fast. Also, God, these Tanukis are great. Tanukis that shoot balls at you because they're Tanukis. I don't even think this is a path. I think it's just a couple items.
Nope, you gotta go north, or up here.
Oh, is this the alternate boss?
I believe this is the route to the alternate boss.
Okay.
I wasn't kidding when I said this stage is really short. I think by taking the bottom path, you actually missed an enemy that you only see on this map and maybe one other, but it's such a negligible thing that who cares. Why do I remember this? So, a while ago, there were races of this game, and I did this race. I don't want to ever do this race again. I don't ever want to think about racing again. But I remember this stupid stage.
People have trouble with different things.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, have you been seeing Smite posting those?
Which ones?
Smite found a folder of his that he's been keeping for a while, with old race GIFs in it, of people just failing spectacularly. And he's been posting one a day on Twitter with the tag, people have trouble with different things.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic.
So, Yamato Man has a really funny thing here where he throws his spear at you and then has to go pick it up. I'm really bad at dodging, Yamato Man. If you
Can't be that bad. Wow, you're bad.
If you have to give me two things to think about, that's when I start dying.
Two things to think about. Madness.
Oh yeah, Red, we finished XCOM yesterday. It was fun. It was really good. That game ended exactly how it needed to.
With an explosion.
Yamato Spear is a really weird weapon because it's just a forward shot, except it curves a little bit up and down. I believe next is Nightman. I am correct. Nightman is the English representative.
Nightman is one of the two things that was actually made by a contest winner, I think, right?
Okay, I didn't know if it was Tomahawk or...
It's Nightman and Windman.
Yes. And am I right? I mentioned this before, but it's the one that I'm never sure on. Blizzard is supposed to be Canada, right?
Kinda, sorta. But only two of the characters, I think, were introduced as contest winners. The rest were made by the...
No, I know, but the, I mean the...
Aesthetic?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yes.
Also,
Good.
yes, we are in the capital of science.
Capital of science.
Why is that for Nightman? Stop asking silly questions. The knight is the most powerful form of weaponry ever created? I don't know.
Science. Alright, I get to do my favorite thing with the power fist again.
What are you doing?
If you don't know about this, the, well, I'm jumping in pits. The one bit, the drill enemies, if you punch them, they go flying backwards.
Oh yeah, I know that. It was just, why are you putting on something that doesn't have slide functions in the crushy section?
Because I want to punch things.
Okay.
Alright, screw this enemy. That enemy there, the guy that you hit and he pops out and you punch him, is...
I love these guys.
Yeah, they're a reference to a children's game. The one where you stab the thing with swords and the pirate pops out?
Yes, I am totally familiar with that. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's popular in Japan.
Shocking.
Hence why they made an enemy based off of it in a Mega Man game.
I'll take your word for it.
Such as the one enemy that's just a gachapon. this mysterious skull bot.
Skulls. That's Dr. Wily's thing, but he's not evil this time. It's Mr. X.
The fantastic Mr. X. Batman's music is also pretty good. Like, there's 3 songs in a row of, like, really good music.
Mm-hmm. Music is not a detriment to this game. You
No.
can really tell that they're starting to, like, know where they can move the NES in terms of making sound files and such.
I would hope so, seeing as this game came out, like, 2 years after the SNES was released.
Was it really 2 years?
It was pretty long after the SNES was released.
Yeah, I knew there were SNES games out by this point, because I remember having an SNES and then getting this either for Christmas or what have you, and going, but this is an NES game. But I was too busy being thrilled to play this game.
Yes, the
but it was
nerd
a lot of
bots.
fun. Yep, nerd bots.
And you knock the glasses off and they get angry. I love them.
Yep. I love this guy.
Also, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. 6 is an incredibly generous game.
Oh yeah.
With absolutely no farming or anything. I have 7. Technically had 8 E-tanks, but just decided to use one because why the fuck not? I have 8 E-tanks.
Yeah, 6 is incredibly generous with E-tanks, 5 is super generous with extra lives. I remember doing various races for that, or watching other people do it, and they'd have 9 lives by the end of, like, the 3rd or 4th stage they went to. Which is just dumb.
Then here's our boss split.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of which, I think Punch Armor can destroy these things.
Yes, Punch can destroy almost anything.
Yep, very few things that can stop a punch.
Punch is pretty good against a lot of bosses, too.
I'll take your word for it.
I mean, let me rephrase that. It's pretty good against some bosses, but if you have their weakness, then... Dude, use that.
Yeah, when did this NES come out? Because Amazing Fiona said... Yeah, Fiona, got it right this time. Says it came out in November 1993.
So Mega Man 6 did, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, here's something I want to demonstrate about how good Yamato Spear is against Nightman. So normally if Nightman isn't attacking, your bullets bounce off. Yamato Spear does not bounce off, as it pierces his shield. Making this boss, whose normal gimmick is, you can't hit me unless I'm attacking, extremely easy.
This guy's kind of like a different take on Ring Man. Because he's got the things that go in and out, and usually the best time to hit him is when he's attacking. But, eh. Oh
Alright,
yeah, SNES was out in 91. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, 92 in North America.
Oh, gotcha.
But still, okay, that's almost 2 years.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
I mean, the real takeaway from that is it was out in 90 in Japan.
Mm-hmm. There were a bunch of games that were released on the SNES well after things like the PS1 and all that stuff had come out. It's just a matter of when you got on the development cycle.
Mm-hmm. Centaur Man, representative for Greece, because Centaur Man is, of course, a Grecian tour guide.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Centaur Man is also from space.
I don't follow on that one.
I think that's one of the things, is Centaur Man is actually from space, in terms of where they came from. Does that make any sense? No.
I don't know about that one. I know he's a tour guide. That's about it.
Yeah.
A tour guide that can also blind you. And has a gun. We gave the tour guide a gun.
Yeah. That makes sense. They gotta keep those tourists in line.
Okay, hold up. Back a second there.
What?
Crazy.
I can make some puns, okay?
And then here is the ever familiar upside down water of Greece.
Yep.
We don't ask questions, but I
How does
really,
this place make any sense?
I really like this gimmick.
I really like the guys that are in this place. If they, yeah, there they go. Good. I was really hoping at least one of them would show off what happens when they jump. Because it's one of those show, don't tell things.
Yeah. They jump into the water and also get really fucked up by the physics.
Oh, yeah. But they show you,
Eddie
oh
has
man,
been
they
useless
jump
this
really
run.
high. What are you talking about? You got an E-tank from him in the last level.
Did I?
Yes.
Okay. You know, it's that whole thing of you never remember the successes, only the failures.
Mm-hmm.
Boat in a cloud. It's a stealth boat.
Wait a minute. Wasn't that a thing from Mega Man 3?
No, they
The
were missiles.
torpedoes? Oh, missiles, excuse me. Missiles would make much more sense than torpedoes.
This is the situation I'm in right here. Luckily. Goodbye.
Yet another reason why the jetpack is super good.
Yeah? This is just falling out of the... Okay, yeah, sure. There's a lot of things about this game that I don't remember until I see them happen again. I'm like, right! The weird jellyfish enemies that just fall out of the ceiling. And make no sense at all.
I remember this little asshole too. The squid.
Yeah. So, I really like how, like, you know, NES restrictions, how they do Centaur Man's gimmick. So, the whole thing with Centaur Man is his weapon is Centaur Flash, which is literally a blinding light.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do we show a blinding light on the NES? If he actually does it. I might just have to wait until he does it. There you go. He didn't actually... I had forgotten that he actually doesn't actually like use a gun or something like that. But it's literally... He blinds you. He blinds you and moves somewhere else while you can't see.
So the idea of the Centaur Flash, when you use it, is you use the blast of the thing that's supposed to be like a time stop thing, and while the flash is happening, you run around and beat all the guys up.
Is that
And
is
then
that
go back
how
to where you were.
is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Was unaware of that one.
Yeah.
Alright, last up we have Windman, who is very much the Chinese contestant.
Also, the other character who was created by a contest.
Well, they're always created by contests.
Yeah, but this one was definitely made by someone. I think
It
might
was
have been in
global.
English.
That's the
Yeah,
difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
global.
Windman and I believe you said Nightman weren't
Were made by non-Japanese people.
exactly. And I think this is the last game that kept it majority Japanese.
Mhm.
I think from here on out, they went with more global submissions. And then, God, my favorite part is in 8 when they have some of the submissions in the credits. I think what they do is they have the names of the bosses, and that's what they have, and then they get like kids to submit designs.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, like when 8 rolls around, they have like multiple submissions for bosses that all look like have a pretty similar motif. Like here's Swordman. Every submission for Swordman has a sword.
To be fair, I'm
God damn it.
probably fairly certain that a lot of people would submit a sword man. Because, you know, swords.
Oops.
Yep,
Yes.
yep. I was waiting for that one.
People trouble with different things.
No, that's a very common thing that happened during the race.
You know what I found out from the people with trouble with different things gifts that I didn't know was a thing? Is if you hook onto a ceiling during the Cossack scrolling stage, you just go up.
Yeah, you go up and you stay up there.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
It's awesome.
Which now I'm like mad. I'm like, I would have shown that off.
You can do it this time.
I can't.
Yeah, you can totally go back in time and do Mega Man 5.
Yep. Mega Man 5, the one with
Yep.
Cossack.
And Mega Man 4 is the one with Darkman, right?
Dorkman.
And Mega Man 3 had Copy Robot, and Mega Man 1 also had Copy Robot.
That one's actually accurate.
Yeah. And Mega Man 2 had no dragons in it at all.
That's what they call. If you look at the back of the box, Mega Man 2, now with 0 dragons.
Exactly. We thought about it. We thought long and hard. But we thought we might scar too many people's childhoods by including a dragon, so we didn't include it.
Got it. Took a little doing. Oh yeah, Crumb mentioned this for the power armor, but I don't think I've actually ever mentioned it for the armors in general. Having an armor equipped takes away your jump or your slide.
Yeah, there's a big clunky thing either on your shoulders or your back, so it would be a lot harder to slide with that on.
Again, Flame Blast. One of the strongest weapons in this game.
Oh yeah, I think it hits just as hard as a Mega Buster shot.
Yeah, I think I said that earlier.
I wasn't there for that, so...
No. I was just reiterating. It's fine. I'm gonna chew you out for not being here when I said something earlier. Oh, here's the move. Fuck. Alright, back here again. Hello. See, now I did it properly. Just to show that I could. These Stomp Boys are like, they're always kind of like that, but in this game in particular, they are just not worth your fucking time at all.
Yep. The annoying thing about this game is they're smaller than the rest of them usually are, but they're quicker to make up the difference.
There's always
Oh yeah,
one
this,
of these.
this place stinks.
There's always one of these in each of these runs. It's just a stage that I have like an unnatural amount of trouble with.
The scary thing about this stage is it's usually the best stage to start with if you're trying to speedrun, just because you need the wind shot to make Flame Man go a lot faster. So coming in this place without any of the nice little additions and getting through the stage can be quite an ordeal.
That one's just particularly rude. There really doesn't seem like a way to get past that guy without getting hit. Unless you let him stomp down and then, like, slowly plink at him.
Nope, take damage, save time. Nope. We have been corrected. The flame shot actually does 4 points of damage, not 3. So it is a Mega Buster shot plus a little pea shooter hit.
There we go.
Did you mention the thing that showed up in your inventory? Yeah, okay. Beat. Hi, Beat.
Beat's here. You're a friend of mine, Beat. And that's my first time actually showing off the energy balancer.
Beat's not as broken as Beat was back in 5.
Not quite, but it's still very, very good to have a homing attack. just
Oh,
right
absolutely.
there.
I think, and people can back me up on this, Beat's mechanic in this game is it'll one-shot anything it hits, but it takes a number of energy equal to the thing's health when it hits it. Which can be really useful, but also is very intensive in terms of energy usage. But it doesn't work on bosses.
It scan weapons. Windman isn't hard if you have his weakness.
Yep.
Like, there's really not much to say there. You can 100% just focus on dodging. As long as you don't spam it. Windstorm is an interesting weapon. That does funny things. Okay.
So remember, was it Bubble Lead?
Yes.
Or Bubble Lead, depending
Lead.
on who you want to ask. Yeah, I know, it's Bubble Lead. It's kind of like that.
It's exactly
Only
like that.
different.
See if we can get a little of that weapon right here. Goodbye.
So when those guys are floating away, they're still there. They're not, like, dead, quote-unquote. So if you run into them while they're floating away, it will hurt you.
It will kill.
Yep. So if you're using that while jumping over a gap and run into them and fall in the gap, just know that many people have been there.
Okay, welcome to... Hey! You got stuff, don't you?
Yeah, you should have everything by this point, right? Right?
And you know how it all works.
Right?
And you've been practice using it. The Mr. X stages are some of my most hated endgame stages in all of Mega Man. I despise these. They're just a bit too hard. There is a very nice skip you can do here. I'm going to try and do it. Damn it.
It definitely takes some doing to get it down.
Yeah, the whole...
The trick is go from left to left, and then go right to right.
Well, the trick
left
is
on the first-
destroy the
yeah.
thing, and then
Yeah.
fall down.
Okay, that works too.
Because it stays destroyed.
Okay, fair enough.
Now, this is a pretty difficult jump to make right there.
Yes.
Less actually worked when we equip the jet adapter.
Yes.
Just
Now,
practicing.
I didn't play any of the Game Boy versions of Mega Man, but in one of them,
Nice.
Mega Man shot... What? Did you send yourself flying into spikes by any chance?
No, it was
Oh,
better than
Even
that.
better. Yep, okay.
Go on.
But in one of those, Mega Man used his, like, shot his whole arm as his Mega Buster shot,
Yeah,
right?
it was the Mega Arm or something like that. I think that was Game Boy 5.
Okay. Did 5 come out before 6? in terms of 5 on the Game Boy and 6 in the NES?
Possibly at similar times.
I'm just curious which one they got the idea for the other one.
Because,
Because I could totally see the Mega Man 5 arm shot being the same, like the idea that made them use the power armor in this one.
it's possible.
Game Boy, July 22nd, 1994. So they got the idea for the arm shot from this game.
Oh, and the very nice thing is that thing stays destroyed. Alright, figured it out. I figured out the move. There we go.
The move.
Yeah, you'll see.
Yes, you did it.
Oh, your reward for doing that is pretty alright. Aside from, you know, skipping a majority of the stage, you get all these nice energy refills, which you don't need at this point. But more importantly, once you get past the slowdown, you get many lives.
You will need these. Have fun.
And that's the whole stage if you take the shortcut. Also, I need
You've
to
proven
do
you're good
this
at
more.
video games, so we're going to give you a bunch of lives
There we go.
to prove that you're good at video games.
Flame Blast.
So with these guys, you can punch them, and it is an option. You can actually get them in a rhythm where you punch one, which sends it skidding backwards the opposite direction, and then you punch the other one, which reverses that one. And you just get them in a cycle where you go punch, 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 and they don't do anything. Or you can just use Flame Blast and destroy them.
Whew. little close for my taste.
You can also just throw the Flame Blast shots on the ground, and then the fires, when they come up, if they go across them, that'll hit it as well.
Huh, really?
Yeah.
Neat. That's all my Flame Blast back. The most generous Mega Man.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot stress that enough. Just, I know you had trouble with that last stage. Here's a bunch of stuff.
Thought you're gonna punch these guys.
I forgot. I did it in an earlier level.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
I did show off that you punch them back real good. I wonder if these are also holes.
What? It's not like they showed that earlier in the level.
This is a gotcha that if you get caught by it, like, it's foreshadowed, like,
yeah,
real hard.
Granted, this gotcha is more of a, oh yeah, I get these guys shoot things in the tri-shot, so I got hit and I fell right back in the hole. Whoops.
Stop it. Quit it!
Newbie.
Trouble with skulls. What's up here? Nothing. I'm gonna die.
You just want to have your plethora of E-tanks.
Goodbye. Windstorm is a weapon I don't use nearly enough, and it's just fantastic.
It's a really good weapon.
Alright, what do we got here? Ah, yes.
Should be the wall guy, right?
Yeah, Silver Tomahawk. Nah, the boss is higher than you.
Pretty sure the gimmick for the final round was you could only use the punch bot and the jetpack, and this guy was absolute torture.
Considering that he's not too easy, even with the weakness.
Yep.
Here, Omega.
Yeah, I think your Tomahawk only does 3 damage to him.
Cool.
Oh yeah, this guy's just the worst.
Yeah, no, it's not. They're not easy. Oh, fuck yes. I think the next boss is the best boss.
You always say that.
I mean it this time.
Okay.
Actually, how many lives do I have? I think I have plenty, but
You picked up 4.
hey, I'm bad at video games though.
Nonsense.
You're right, I'm good at video games. I went the wrong way and was
Two
rewarded.
really big games in the past week.
Alright, to be fair, I beat one of those other ones I played 1,000 times.
My point stands. Heck, you even beat Mystic Quest because you were speedrunning.
Twice.
Yeah.
Wow. Which is a game I probably beat more than Suikoden.
Now you need to do the Mystic Quest remastered or refurbished or whatever it is.
No, like, A, it's like impossible to get without like fucking getting viruses.
Uh-huh.
Also I've heard it's terrible.
It is terrible. I saw a Let's Play of it. I laughed really hard.
Like, it does interesting things, such as giving you multiple party members. Like, multiple guest party members, but, everything else about it is terrible. They made everything able to, like, one-turn you. Which, hey, Mystic Quest already fucking does that.
Really, the whole thing about it was, it seemed to be just a standard RPG Maker kind of thing. You know, has some ideas, messes up in some other things, but whatever, you gave it a shot. But it's the controversy surrounding it that was the problem. Like saying, oh, this game was totally licensed by Nintendo. No, it wasn't.
I stole art.
Mm-hmm. So that section you just went through, those blocks, if you get hit on them, there's a really good chance you'll just glitch through them and fall right through.
Yeah, I know that. In my memory, that section is extremely rough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
that guy's
actually my
gone.
forum's avatar.
People have trouble with different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a part of me wanted to actually play that remake of Mystic Quest just to enjoy the hatred, but a larger part of me said, just find someone to play it, watch them, enjoy it, and don't actually put yourself through that torture.
So you're trying to get me to play it?
Nope. I found someone else to do it, so I don't need to force you to.
Nah. So now they're like, okay, you understand the platform gimmicks, but now we're gonna make the platforms weird.
Yep. And remember these really annoying flame bots? They're back
Fuck.
too.
Jet ran out.
Oh.
Yeah, I tried to push my luck and was punished for my hubris.
There really is a kind of tempo you need to have in this section. You want to go quickly, but you can't because there's just so many things going on.
Yeah, it just goes on for so damn long.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the longest Mr. X stage.
It certainly feels that way.
Nope. I was kind of hoping that would work. And apparently, those robots have their sunglasses on. And here's the other thing about the adapter that's a pain in the butt, is it takes so damn long to switch between adapters.
Yes, going into the menu and such.
Okay, we're good.
Some time.
Oh boy.
Did you almost glitch through a platform?
I just almost went real poorly for me.
Yeah. You were about a frame away from glitching through that thing.
A frame?
Yeah.
You can see that much?
Yep. Frame, little
Here it is.
centimeter.
Metzinger Z.
Yeah.
God, I love this dude's design. It's so good.
You can tell they had a lot of fun making this one.
I'm just mad it doesn't shoot its arm. Like they didn't go all in on the reference. Also, it's very good forward shot of you can just stand there.
We didn't expect you to be that small. I'm pretty sure you can just punch this thing to death too.
Yeah. Yeah, so for those who don't know 100%, that boss is 100% a reference to Mazinger Z. Just in the shape of the top of that and how the thing descends into it and everything.
Is that one of your anims?
It is extremely. It is like the original, like the big super robot anime.
Gotcha.
It's like that one and oh god, what's the other one? Oh lord, it's slipping from my head right now.
Skipping or slipping, it works.
Oh well, it'll come to me eventually, or not.
It'll come to you at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, oh man, I missed that reference. What am I doing?
Metzonger is what it's called. Okay, even better.
Which is someone who had absolutely no idea what the reference was at the time. I saw the name and went, well, that's weird. Whatever. It's a robot Met suit. That's pretty cool. You put on Rush, the Met put on a giant robot shell. Hooray, you showed it off.
Oh, I can actually punch that thing. I don't know why it didn't work the first time.
The punch little after effect blast is pretty finicky with its location. Oh, I hate these birds.
Yeah, that room is really bad, honestly.
It's the second worst room.
I mean, I'm glad they're both behind us.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Aww. I'm still trying to think of what that anime is.
Not to worry. I'm sure someone will read your mind and be able to answer it eventually.
I don't know. It's like you can't really describe it too well because anything you would just describe about it is like super generic 70s, like 70s anime. It's like, yeah, there's like 3 robots and they combine into a big robot, and the main character has huge sideburns.
I was gonna say no, they can't all be the same. I was wrong.
Like, that's super generic. Mainly because that one did really well and a lot of ones copied their stuff. Now, I could not punch this and get an E-Tank, but fuck that. Like, one of the pilots is always a fat guy, one of the pilots is like kind of skinny. God.
Voltron?
No, it's not Voltron. Voltron's 65 robots, you know that.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
Whoop. That was a jump input that just didn't work.
Someone in the chat is saying Getter Robo.
Get a robo, there we go. Yes. Yes.
It was a good time. We said, Getter Robo, there we go, and fell into the abyss. Yes, I've figured it out. Now I can die.
I can die peacefully. Ah, gunman.
I think the Night Crusher is pretty good against those guys.
Ah, yes. Knight. Known nemesis of Cowboy.
Yeah.
It's a shame that I have to have jet adapter on for this whole room.
Yeah, I think you can potentially make those jumps, but it's just so much easier to have the jet adapter on. Unless, of course, they're expecting you to have the jet adapter on, in which case they're shooting at you at the level you would be at if you used the jet.
Sorry, I'm just really relieved that I finally remembered Get a Robo.
Also, hello, third person in the chat. Voice thing?
Hello?
Nope, they're dead. Don't worry about it.
If it was Vinay, I think they logged out last night in the chat.
It is, no, it's Vinay. Vinay jumped in here and then out and then back in. Well, it's okay. This is the fun things that happen with Discord sometimes. And by fun, I mean, it's really annoying sometimes that Discord does that. Oh, hey, you're having fun with wind.
This room sucks! Oh, but I'm done. I live.
Yeah, that is the most annoying room in the game. Just
okay.
without a doubt. That little section at the end is just a murderer's row. Is this the dumb dinosaur?
No, it's Mr. Man.
Mr. Man.
Mr. Man and a swinging ball.
Punch it.
Oh, there is a thought. Alright, it's very hard to hit with the punch and not also get hit.
There is definitely a finesse to it. It's one of those things, once you get the rhythm to it, you just go, you get it like that perfect timing, he just goes down in an instant. It's just boom, 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 boom.
Whatever.
Taking damage, saving time.
My scheme has filled. What the? It was Wily the whole time! Who would have thunk? There's the pipe. There's the pipe. Pipe is there.
But where does the pipe go?
The exhaust pipe. The stovepipe.
Sometimes you just need to have a little, you know, oven or stove in a room. Keep things warm.
The Mega Mix comics make reference to so many weird, dumb Mega Man stuff in their, like, fun, jokey sides. It is so fucking upsetting that they never reference the pipe.
Oh, I remember this stage now. This is the fun stage.
It's okay.
How good are you with the jetpack physics?
Oh, you dropped life. And it's gone forever. Oh!
By the way, I think about halfway down there's a secret section off to the right.
Yep, no, it's dead to me. You had that impeccable timing that you have with stream delay.
No, I actually timed it intentionally that time.
Yeah, sure you did.
I really did, just because as soon as I said, oh, it's that stage, I remembered right where that was.
Fuck!
It's okay if you die, though. I'm pretty sure you can go back and do it.
I did so good.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Man 6, it's generous. It's not easy. Which is another reason I really dislike parts of 6. They get super generous with the energy tanks, and then they go all in on instant death. Which is the worst thing.
It's a weird dynamic,
Yeah!
because... Having fun over there?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Go on.
Because if you get the instant death mechanic of this game down pat, you can fly through this game. But the problem is, it's just one misstep and you're dead.
What?
Oh, by the way, you can fall through the pipes.
Whatever. I didn't need that. Are you the one enemy I can't punch through? Huh. Oh, I see what
When you're
supposed to do
spinning
here.
a spear, man, you can't be hit by anything.
Accurate. Video games have taught me anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this little section's like, hey, remember all these little mini-bosses? Not mini-bosses, but durable enemies that you had to fight? We're gonna throw all of them at you. Have fun!
We're a stomp boy.
Don't worry about it.
Bazooka Joe's here.
Yeah, you took the Stomp Boy's place.
Okay.
Wait, Bazooka?
Bazooka.
Okay.
I don't remember what the name is, but I think this guy's name is a Godzilla reference.
Here's the Doofy Dragon dinosaur.
A very small hitbox, apparently. Got him. Alright. God damn it. I'm gonna watch that later.
Yeah, as referenced by the chat. You can punch the things back at it.
Oh, nice. I need to punch more things. And here we have the fucking freezer level. What's the only mechanic we haven't used yet? Right, ice physics.
Yeah, they used a little bit of that back in Blitzerman stage.
Right, but, you know, for the callback stages.
Oh, gotcha.
Alright, watch this move. Wait. This requires, like, 2 hands on the controller. Oh, God. I fucking threaded the needle there. any strategy that makes it so you don't have to do the blocks is a good strategy in my book.
Actually, that blocks puzzle's pretty simple.
I know. I just wanted to show that you could. Because, like, the intended way for you to do that is obviously try and hit that while you're on the blocks. That will not be a Steve game. That right there. That, not worth it.
What are you talking about? It's totally worth it.
It's big energy. It's a lot of health. What's the risk? All your health? It's like double or nothing.
You could get back half the health you're missing, or lose all of it.
Alright, big gun.
Hey, you know what you can do against this boss?
Punch it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume that you can punch every boss.
Yep. They made it so I think pretty much every boss, it might actually be every boss, that's not a, robot. Any of the bosses in the Mega Man, or the Mr. X or Dr. Wily stages is very weak to getting punched.
Extremely
Also, that boss
punchable.
is really lazy.
So anyway, here's stage, the next.
Spikes. Stage spikes.
So here's stage the next.
Newbie, you're doing a perfect job of showing off this stage and why it's annoying. Like, A+.
It's always my intention. Later, nerd.
There are a couple of these situations with the fans where if you time it right, it'll slingshot you right over it, like past any danger, and like in the last one, it can slingshot you right to the ladder. So it's pretty cool to play with the physics of that section. It'd be a lot better if it wasn't so murderous.
Welcome to Refight Town. Population me.
You'll be fine.
Fuck. I already forgot weaknesses. Okay.
Silver Tomahawk.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Also, it has been asked by your wonderful chat to punch robots.
That sounds like a challenge mode.
Perhaps not kill them with punch, but just punch them.
Yeah, alright, so everybody slides back.
I'm pretty sure the punch does 2 damage to any of the robots. But it can also mess with their scripting if they get punched.
Oh, I missed! Alright. Aced. Well, not aced.
I was
Aced
about
has
to
a
say,
very
aced?
yeah, aced has a very different definition. That extremely was not.
You aced it by not dying. I'll take it.
There we go. That's an ace. That's an acer right there. That's a really bad laptop.
Really?
Acer's not that great.
My laptop is an acer, you jerk.
It's accurate. They're discount laptops.
That's fair.
Right. Oh, there we go. He actually used night flash or centaur flash. Luckily, if you are standing near the center of the room, you just do not care. The reason that your Windows might take an eternity to boot now for Windows 10 is because they added a thing in Windows 10 where they don't actually shut down.
Oh, that's great.
It does a sort of a flash save, but only of like most important tasks to try and actually speed up boot up. But I've noticed that it is actually slower. It is in fact slower.
Great. Great.
Whoops. Oh, I wasted a plant. Which means...
Shoot him.
Ah. Yes. Known enemy of fire. Wind.
Yeah.
Certainly not a thing frequently used to spread fires.
You're just blowing the flames back at him.
I'll accept that. Oh, right. This is gonna be hell. I'm gonna need an energy tank. Blizzard is actually surprisingly difficult. Alright.
I'd be concerned that you're taking a lot of damage, but you have a lot of E-tanks.
I have 1,000,000 E-tanks. Oh, right. The health. I was waiting to get teleported away. Alright. Alright.
Now it's time for the mini-boss, right?
Oh. I was actually confused there because I could have sworn that it just goes, you know.
Nope, there's no boss there.
Yeah.
Which is a change of pace.
A good change of pace. Give me a checkpoint, you know?
What are you talking about? I want to fight the Wily Crusher again.
Pissed. I missed it. So would you recommend Punch for this right here?
The thing in the air?
Yeah.
No, Night Crusher.
Nonsense. That sounds fake. Alright. There we go.
Or if you're really good with timing, the fire shot.
Now there's an option.
Oh, I thought you meant for the Met thing. For this section, it's Tomahawk all the way. This music is super good, by the way.
Yeah, I forgot how good this song was. Speaking of Wily Crusher, though. Oh, piss. That one got crushed.
You got crushed.
Oh! Oh, you don't have to jump for this? Oh no! I had to use one of my six actually, E-tanks.
Yeah, by the way, this guy is weak to Tomahawk.
Tomahawk?
Yeah.
This guide I was reading gave me the wrong thing. Yeah, it is Tomahawk. I'm showing off the boss. I do like that.
All three sections are weak to Silver Tomahawk.
I do like that at least fucking it has different boss music. Can't remember which one, but the Wily boss had the same boss music. And not like 2. Like after 4, which made the precedence of give Wily different music. He is the final boss. He should have different music. Also, this is a pretty like simple but not easy Wily machine.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
You did it. Yeah, you can also just punch. That is another option for those bosses.
Okay. Legit punch would be really hard for the Wily UFO.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Dr. Wily, be anime
Beaten.
Be hen
Behind bars.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Behind upside down AN. Turn AN. Gotta bring it back around the mechs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 6 has problems. But most of the NES Mega Mans have problems. Most Mega Mans have problems. There is no Mega Man that is a perfect game. Correct. The closest is 10. And by 10, I mean X.
I was about to say, because there actually is a 10.
Forgot that joke
and
doesn't work
10 has
anymore.
Problems.
Yeah, 10 has a lot of problems.
I mean, I like 9 and 10, but they have problems.
Like even 2, which is like a fun game and good, and probably my favorite, has a lot of problems. It's Boo Beam Trap, which is a really bad boss.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing about this game is it's just a lot of recycled things from the other games.
Exactly. Like I said.
A lot of the boss powers aren't cool. I mean, some of them do a lot of damage, and some of them are, you know, nifty in certain ways, but most of them are just rehashes of previous powers.
So, here's the thing. The powers are useful. You have a screen-wide clear. You have an extremely damaging flame that sticks around for a little bit. All that kind of stuff. Like, they have, like, interesting utility. The Tomahawk goes upwards. The flame goes downwards. You have a shield. Fuck shields. Shields weren't good until Jewel Shield. The thing is, at the same time, they give you Jet Adapter and Punch Adapter. And it's like, I'm going to be using these most of the time because they're interesting. They change how the game is played. So, like, that's the major problem with 6. Is that their gimmick overshadows the gimmick of Mega Man, which is maybe the shakeup that the series might have needed. But then why do you even have the Mega Man gimmick of boss weapons? You know? Which actually, we're getting real talk for a minute here. 11 seems to be on like the path to be very interesting in that regard, because it seems to be making boss weapons that change not only your color but how you look, and that could deal into like actually changing your movement capabilities and stuff like that.
That'd be interesting.
That would be rad. Like, that's what it should do. Give me the style system from the Battle Network games, but in a 2D Mega Man. But yeah, that's, again, referencing again, why I call this one the Overstayed Welcome, because it's just, it's Mega Man, it's good, but it is the same thing that I've been playing for 5 games now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just more of the same thing, and that's really like why a lot of people started to get really worn out on Mega Man and started jumping ship to X, because X is it changes the movement.
But X did the same thing that the original Mega Man did. It overstayed its welcome.
Exactly. That is like, every single Mega Man, except for maybe the ZX series, because there was only 2 of those.
But the Mega Man X games, I think X2 and X3 were, well, maybe not. No, X1 and X2 are really good games.
X1 and X2 are the best in this. Well, I'm a 5 defender.
No, that's fair. And I mean, hey, I'll defend 4, but I like 4 because there's some pretty crisp gameplay in there, despite all the goofy voice acting.
Yeah.
But I'll freely admit, I think the best X game is either 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem, as mentioned in the chat, with X3 is there's just too much stuff to collect. There's too much stuff. It needs to be a little bit smoother and streamlined.
Hold up, I'm trying to remember. No, that's not the button. There it is.
Again, I'm not talking about that any game besides X and X2 is terrible or something. That's not the case at all. You can have a ton of fun with all of those games.
4,
just like, heck,
4 and 5 are really good, because
yeah,
they're
4 and 5 are
the
really
best
good.
games
They
to
might
play as 0.
Yeah, and they're not. I'm not saying that these games that they're bad. No, they're great games. It's just they're not as good as X or X2 in terms of like design and movement and capability and such.
Curlinger is a really good name for an enemy. Well, thank you for the bits.
So that enemy you went by a little earlier ago that looked like a dragonfly, the Katon Bion or something, I think they only show up in Yamato Man stage, and that's in the section where you didn't go.
Oh, okay. I like that the Gabgoya are a bargain version of an enemy from 2 of Big Fish.
Yep.
But yeah,
like,
the real interesting
that's a big thing about a lot of these enemies is you can see rehashes of ones from previous games.
Yeah. The big thing though is if you go on that path and you see that enemy, you miss the ninja and his big frog.
Yep. And that's a reference I kind of get.
It's a common ninja reference thing. It's not even like specifically Naruto. Like Naruto just went with that. But I've seen ninja who summons frog all the goddamn time.
I think it's a Japanese thing.
Yeah, I think so. Colton. Colton is also a really good name for a robot that has a gun for an arm.
Yeah.
Holy crap, some of these are great. Maybe it's too cute that you can't attack it. This one, whose name is just what it is. It's a spring that has a face that's also a bomb. Spring face bomb.
Yeah. Not everything needs to have a weird name. Sometimes your name describes exactly what you do. You're Spring, you have a face, and it's a bomb. Oh, that Datcone limited edition one?
Yeah,
I think
the Walker is...
The Walker. I think that also only shows up in Yamano Man Sage and maybe one other spot, but it's also one of those things that only shows up on the top path. I don't know why there's 2 enemies up there that you only see there and maybe one other spot, but whatever. Yes, people in the chat have gotten to my favorite part about Mega Man X4, which is the "what am I fighting for" thing, because, man, that's some bad voice acting.
I like Evil Beat.
You mean Pete?
Pete. Evil Beat. Beat. Literally half of these things are just modified version of this old robot.
Yeah, they're even saying it in the thing. Yeah, we have modified it.
Here we go. A mecha based on a toy that was popular a while back. Ben K. God. Fuck. That's a good ass name, again, for a robot for what it is. For reference there is the Japanese folklore about Benki, the wandering swordsman, or warrior, I guess. Like a warrior monk, who would take the weapons of the people he defeats. It's pretty much who Gilgamesh is based off of, too.
Huh.
Moldier, Yafu. Okay, here we go. We're getting to bosses. Power Piston. Alright, yeah. Mettonger Z. This is the ultimate metal foe. Wait a minute, hold up. Oh, right, that's the... Yeah, okay. That boss. Alright. Nope, not a Godzilla reference, just Mechazaras.
Yeah, Mechasaurus.
I like how the Wily capsule doesn't have concept art, it's just a sprite. It's just the sprite. Everything else is like the fucking concept art for them. Okay, Blizzard Man is from the South Pole. This is not Canada.
Ah.
He uses his spear to attack, but it's pretty dumb how he has to go retrieve it. It's harsh.
There's a response from the chat asking you to go back to the Mr. X ball and chain thing, if you would.
Alright, give me a moment. I'm gonna finish going through.
Yeah.
Okay. A giant orb mecha controlled by Mr. X. Apparently Mr. X likes to use it to get around in everyday life.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. I made this giant ball. We gotta use it to get places.
Aren't you, like, just attached to the ceiling? Did you make, like, a way to have that just go around the whole complex? What?
Dr. Wily based its design on an enemy from a video game that he played as a child. Rather than using the weapon that plays on its weakness, perhaps a different weapon would be best?
Punch.
What is... Yeah, but like fucking... Instead of using its weakness, maybe don't use its weakness. What? No, that makes no sense. Alright. I don't think there's too much museum art in this one. I think it's, yeah, it's a bunch of the production art, which we've already seen. Aside from, you know, Wily with his wrench and screwdriver ready to go. See if there's any concept art though. That's what I want to see. Give me that concept art.
That's usually the best bit.
Usually, but I think they've gotten a bit stingier on the later games. Or maybe there just wasn't as much concept art. Character files are pretty alright too. You get those views of bosses and stuff from various angles. Yep, not too much concept art. Just drew up some of the stages.
Huh. I didn't realize most of them, their cannons were on their left arms.
Yeah. What's his name? Infinite does that a lot. And I think it's because, like, you want your dominant hand to be able to use, I guess is the sense there. Except for Centaur Man. Centaur Man's on the right hand. And so is Plant Man. It's kind of like switching.
Fair enough.
Alright.
I was about to be like, yeah, go left-handed people. We got to stick together. Whatever.
But that's it. That's all of Legacy Collection 1. Maybe I'll do another stream where I try a bunch of the challenge stages and stuff like that. But, next time I sit down to play a right proper Mega Man, we aren't going to be on the NES anymore. Super
Not
Nintendo
on the
time.
NES now.
Alright, look. You know what I mean.
Oh, that was great.
Anyway, I'll see you next time.
Have a good night, everybody.